Hey guys, it's Robbie here, and this is FrekiFitWolf. It's Sunday, so that means it's time for another week's weigh-in. All right, good morning, all of you beautiful, wonderful people. I hope you are all having a wonderful week. Let me know how your week's going. I am doing well. I didn't want to record another video in my dang car, but my roommate is home, which you guys know a lot of times he sleeps in and I'll record while he's sleeping, but today he's up and I don't know why. I don't feel comfortable recording when somebody else is there. I feel weird. And then on top of that, he is up and watching TV, which he's pretty quiet with his TV. Like if I wasn't like right next to the room, like when I go to the bathroom, I wouldn't even know that he was in there or that he was watching TV. I wouldn't hear the TV is what I'm trying to say. But he is one of those people that talks to the TV. He will, laugh, say, oh, you're so silly, or criticize, or whatever, comment, and have a full-on conversation with the television. I mean, he's the type of person that will do that with himself, or with the dogs, or with a pen. I don't know. He talks, which is fine and great, and it doesn't bother me. But when I am wanting to record, that makes it a little bit tricky. So I'm in my car. I'm driving to the lovely Tower Grove Park to record this video because not all of it will I be able to say without looking at my paper. Because I am doing my weigh-in and my measurements this week. And I do have a collection of answers and thoughts on my video from last week. I was going to include it today, but it's a lot. And honestly, even just compiling everything into one list this morning, it was starting to get me down as I was analyzing, and a lot of it, some deep, self-reflection and analysis that, wow, I was not expecting this morning. So I should have done that earlier in the week, but I got it all together. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, last week I had asked a question about why do we self-sabotage? And it was literally me asking the question. It was not me giving thoughts, ideas, opinions on it. It was just last Sunday, I had a weigh-in. I got under 300 pounds. And I proceeded to not give a crap and eat and eat and eat the entire day. Like to the point that I couldn't even really track my calories because so much of it was just jamming stuff in. So I had asked, why do we do this? This isn't my first time. This wasn't an emotional binge per se. It was me just not caring and just trying to sabotage myself. But one good thing I will say is the rest of the week I got back on track. I behaved. I lowered my calories on some of the days. That is one thing that I am loving about doing calories and protein is if you do have a higher calorie day, when you're looking at the week, that means you lower it. That's what I typically do. I shoot for 3,000 calories on Sundays, and then I have the rest of the week to lower on a lower calories that not so obnoxiously low that I can't maintain it every day, but it's lower than 3,000 freaking calories. I think I'll park right here. Why not? So I did that, and I went to the gym Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I went to the gym 4 days, so I got 3 strength training in and a cardio day. And on my strength training days, I do also do cardio. I just don't do as much of it. I do 20 minutes on the elliptical, and I've been averaging about 2.3 miles on the elliptical in 20 minutes, which I think is pretty good for me. It's not, fantastic, but it's not like 1 mile in 20 minutes. So I'm okay with that. All right, so let's get into the weigh-in, because despite what had happened, I worked my butt off this week. And side note, all the extra sweat is making me have pimples, which I don't know. You can't see it too well right now, which is great. Last video I did, you could definitely see it right there. That's why in the thumbnail, I'm biting my lip because I'm like, y'all, I have a giant pimple right here. Whoa, my nails like really shine in this light. But I'm getting them there. So not only do I have this stupid rash still, which I've had it for what, 3 months now, I also have pimples. And like I've got one like right here. I've got like a giant, like 3 or 4 right underneath my my man breast. That's cute. But I'm gonna figure out how to address that. Yeah. Gross, sorry. Anyway, weigh-in time. So I stepped on the scale today and I am now, you ready for it? I'm actually really, really happy. I am now 296.2. That means that I've lost 3.4 pounds this week and had a total of 80.6 pounds gone. And that made me realize I have 96 more pounds to go to goal. I'm really close to being at the halfway mark from where I started to where I want to be. I haven't done the actual math because I just haven't, but it like, if I have 96 more to go, 96.2 more to go, and I've lost 80.6, that's kind of cool. I'm approaching where those numbers are about the same. So I'm ecstatic. I'm happy again. I don't know what went on with me mentally last Sunday where I was not able to fully enjoy the fact that I had got under 300 freaking pounds, but it immediately the next day, it came back and I'm happy and I'm excited. And knowing that I'm like almost halfway there, I really need to do the math. If I think of it, I'll put it here. If not, I'm going to just do it in a later video. But I really need to do the math on when I'm exactly at halfway point, and that should be a really big goal. A really rewarding goal, let's say. But yeah, so that's exciting. All right, so I also want to go over my measurements because I meant to do them at the 1 month mark. And honestly, I meant to do them at the 1 month mark of me changing plans to being only calories and protein. But instead we're at the 6-week mark. So 6 weeks of doing calories and protein, 6 weeks of exercising, and 6 weeks since I've measured myself last. So let's get into it. I'm gonna try to center myself. See if I can do it this way. I edit videos afterwards, so I'm trying to position myself so I can put 6 weeks ago numbers here, this week's numbers here, and then I'll put the difference after. So we'll see if I'm positioned right. If not, something will happen. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I miss when I did OBS because I recorded in my room and you put the overlays while you're talking. And so you just pull it up and then you can know to move where you are. But that's at home. And that is on my computer's webcam versus my phone. And I like my phone camera better. It's got better quality. So anyway, so last week, or 6 weeks ago, my waist was 45 inches. And this week, my waist is 45 inches. So lost 0 there. My hips last time were 45 inches. And my hips this time are also 45 inches. So lost 0 there, which is kind of a weird shape. Like, and I don't know if I'm measuring in the right spot. My waist, like, I know when I look up kilts and they say measure at your waist, which is the smallest part of your belly. So that's where I measure when I do my waist. Is that right? I don't know. And my hips, I do basically right underneath my belly, right above my butt. So it's the thinner part before it gets a little bit wider, which now that I think about it, my hips are probably the area across my butt. But that's what I've been measuring. So I'm not going to just randomly, write down that area and then have like, a 2-inch gain or something. So I don't know. But either way, that stayed the same. My My arms, which is, see, this is why I wanted to do it at home. This part here. And because of the extra loose skin that is forming, I do hold the measuring tape a little bit more taut than what I did when I first started measuring, because it was full of that. Now I measure like what is more tight. So basically this last inch down here, I don't know if you can see through the sweater, but this last inch down here, I kind of don't measure because that's like empty. So I pull the measuring tape so that it's actually where stuff's a little bit more solid than just wrapping very loosely around everything that's just hanging. So with that one, my arms last time were 15 inches and now they're 14.5. So I lost half an inch there. My thighs, wow. My thighs, which you guys know, these are the bane of my existence. These are the one body part I do hate the most. I'm not happy with the shape of a lot of it, but my thighs being so large and causing so many issues, being able to buy pants, being able to buy jeans, has been the bane of my existence. So my thighs last time were 29.5 inches, and this time they're 28.5 inches. So I lost a full inch in my thighs. Those squats pay off. All right, my calves, they're pretty solid. So I really don't know how much they're going to change because they're strong from carrying, over 300 pounds for most of my life. So last time was 29.5 inches. Oh, no, that'd be a large thigh or calf. They were 17.5 inches, and this time they're 17.5 inches also. So I lost 0 there. My neck, which I did not expect to really lose much here, went from 16 inches last time to 15.5 inches this time. So I lost half an inch here. And my abs, my stomach, basically there I measure the largest part of my stomach. Last time that was 49.5 inches, and this time it's 49 inches. So I lost half an inch there. And then my chest, I measured just straight around my nipples and my back. Last time was 46.5 inches, and now it's 46 inches. So I lost 0.5 inches there. So total throughout my body in 6 weeks, I've gone down 3 inches, which I'm super happy about. And looking at this, I can see really how the exercise is affecting, especially the exercises I've been doing. And it's made me realize after looking at this, when I do strength days, I do upper body and I do lower body. And then I do like a full body, which is the same exercises, just all on the same day. I realize that I don't have an ab area. I don't do sit-ups or crunches or side bends or any of those type of things. And surprise, surprise, my ab area did not change, right? Yeah. Oh, well, it went down 0.5 inches. But a lot of that, the hips, the waist, none of that changed. I'm not exercising it. I know you can't target specifically where fat comes off, but that probably is a factor, especially since, honestly, the main purpose of me wanting to exercise, besides the fact that it's healthier for you, is I do want to try to tighten up and not have as much loose skin as I would if I only dieted. Because last time I only I only changed my nutrition. Wow. And everything just became like a sagging bag. I know that's still going to happen some, but I'm hoping with exercise and maybe building some muscle, make this a little more solid, it will help combat that. So homeboy needs to do some ab exercises. That's going to be worked in this week. And hopefully that will make a big difference in my progress, especially as far as measurements go. Yeah, so I'm very happy with the way things went this week. I hit the struggle bus, and then I fought through the struggle bus. I got right back on track it very easily could have turned into a struggle week. I could have just taken the whole train and just ridden it all the way. But again, my goals pop up in my mind. I think of what I want to do, what I want to be able to do, what I want to look like. And that helps get me on track. Looking at your guys' answers from the self-sabotage question really, really, one, helped me a lot. So thank you. But also, it brought some stuff to mind that I need to address. And I am going to do, like I said, a separate video on that. But there were some really deep and in-depth answers there. So guys, I'm going to be reading most of them, or at least snips of most of them when I do this video. But I'm going to do a deeper dive into it, especially because not everyone's reasons are going to be the same. So I'm taking the reasons that they gave and applying it to my life. So that way, especially when you guys go to watch it, you can see from their perspective and you can see from my perspective, and maybe you match with one of us, or maybe that will help you come up with your own perspective and reasoning. I know, like I said, that triggered some stuff for me and made me realize some stuff about myself that I have been ignoring for a very long time. I mean, at one point it made me cry, and this time it wasn't happy tears, because it brought back some memories that I've been ignoring, and those are hard to face, but they are so important to be able to face, because that is why my life is where it is. That is why I got fat, why I'm, still struggle with it, and why sometimes I kind of want to stay fat. And it sounds weird, but there are those reasons. So I'm going to get into that into a separate video. And it is a lot. Like, I have 3 pages of notes, so it might end up being a 2-parter. We'll see how it goes when I actually can record it. I'm hoping to record tomorrow while my roommate is gone. He walks dogs in the mornings. If not, I'm not exactly sure when I will be able to, because a lot of his schedule and mine match up. The only time would be Thursday that I have more freedom for recording and such, but a friend is moving away, and so he's having a little going away party. When I say party, there's 3 of us. And again, that's also something that I'm going to be, mentally trying to figure out this week, because he wants to have Emo's Pizza, and I love Emo's Pizza. Y'all know that. But do I want to have that on a Thursday? Because it's a lot harder to plan for. That, especially that close to weigh-in. I like my higher calorie days now. So I think I'm going to just not partake in the food. And they're all very respectful of my, diet wishes and health wishes. So that wouldn't be an issue. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see what my official plan becomes. But anyway, I've talked a long time. It's 19 minutes in. So I am going to end this video here. Plus, I'm almost back home. So thank you guys for watching, and thank you for all of the support that you give. And like I said, let me know how your week's going. Let me know how your journey is going. I would love to continue to support you guys, because you guys do so much for me. I know I wouldn't still be on this journey if it wasn't for you. So thank you. All right. So sappiness. Thank you. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will talk to you all later.